We welcome you to Mason High School. Apologies for technical difficulties there at the beginning. We join you in the midst of the first quarter. 2 minutes remain in this first period. It's 12-5. East came out to an early lead, and as they really should, West Clermont hasn't won a game in 10 straight. East obviously wanting to win their first playoff game. They're a team that believes they can make a run, and they've started out looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, with the news, I don't know if they've heard it or not. They probably have. They will be playing Centerville in the next round if they are to move on. Still very early in this game, but East has just been in control the whole time, and it hasn't even really looked, to be honest, like East is going at their hardest right now. They're just kind of going through the motions, and it's working. This West Clermont team obviously not built to play against a team like East. West Clermont has really struggled. A lot of missed shots.
No good there from Carson Duke. Brady Bowman there for the rebound. East has, like you said, been in control. Beautiful pass there to Carpenter. Not going to go. J.J. Smith there for the rebound. Can't get it to bounce off the foot of the West Clermont defender. They'll step away. We'll take a minute. We'll stick with you, kind of give you basically our rundown for this game we didn't get to give you at the beginning. Unfortunately, we got a limited crew here tonight. Had to get things scrambled to get set up here at the end, but this should be an interesting game. West Clermont started off the season on a bit of a run, but they did lose their best player, Rayshawn Hubbard, game 2 to suspension. It was his senior year. He was supposed to come out hot. He was supposed to be the leader for this team. He leads the ECC in stats per game right now, but he only played 2, and they've been without him ever since.
Yeah, stats a little inflated for him, and you got to wonder what this West Clermont team could have been if he was there the whole time. It seemed like this West Clermont team just got on a cold streak, and it's just game after game that they just keep losing. They've lost 10 straight, haven't won a basketball playoff game since 2019, and it's going to be a tough one again. And they've had losing seasons since 2019, and every time you have a losing season, you're always going to play somebody better than you in the playoffs, so it makes it hard to win those games. It's looking like another year of the same old for West Clermont. Let's see if they have anything to say tonight, but so far, very little fight showing out of them.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task. They're ranked 411 in Ohio, East all the way up at 64, so definitely a mismatch when it comes to ranks. They didn't play great in the ECC, only 4-12 in conference play, 8-14 overall. They've had a few big wins here and there, but that 10-game losing streak is going to be hard to snap, especially coming into the playoffs against a team that wants to win like Lakota East. And Trey Perry there, beautiful steal there on Carson Duke, and he'll take the free layup there, no problem. Duke didn't even contest him on that one.
Yeah, Carson Duke is West Clermont's big scorer. He's really carried the load this year. Shorter guy, but he can knock down some tough shots. That is 2 travels now called on Cameron Strauss. Yeah,
Cameron Strauss, a 6'6" forward senior. He's their big man out there. Don't want to get him in foul trouble early. Obviously only a travel there, but got to be careful. East ended the season off interesting. That heartbreaking game against Fairfield. Couple nail-biters. That nail-biter win against Springfield. They ended the season with some very close games. Got to think Atkins has prepared them, but it would feel good to get a big win under their belt against West Clermont if they can keep it up like this.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough next game against Centerville for either of these teams if they move on. But if it's East, they have to be at their peak in order to win a game like this.
Fortunately,
game like that one.
Clock not synced up. Ticks below 10 seconds here in this first quarter. Perry will make a run for the basket, gets it out to the corner. Bowman puts it up, and it's good. Beautifully executed there. Time will run out. That'll end the first quarter. Again, apologies for not being able to be with you through most of it, but we will see you for all 3 of the remaining quarters. We'll step away for just a second. We welcome you back to Mason High School, round one of the OHSAA playoffs, Division I boys basketball. East up 17-5 coming out of the break. They were heavily in control in that first quarter. Everything seems to be clicking, and it was really capitalized by that last play we saw there right before the break. Beautiful pass to the corner, Brady Bowman able to execute, and that's something that East sometimes struggled with this season. It's good to see them starting to execute it here in the playoffs.
Yeah, East has played a lot of teams that really have not matched up with them well. They've had them outclassed. They can outpass them. They can out-physical them. And this is going to be one of those games, I feel like, where they can just take over the whole time. Backups might be getting a chance to play in the playoffs. I mean, for most of that first quarter, they had two freshmen out there, J.J. Smith. I think J.J. Smith might be a sophomore, but Brady Bowman. I mean, Brady Bowman's been on the floor all year. No surprise he's out there, but.
That one called on East. Rare turnover there. Like you mentioned, Brady Bowman been out there all year. He's probably the best passer on that East offense.
And they're doing that tonight. A lot of extra passes, some flashy passes, and honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about them right now because it just seems like they have easy buckets and then just they throw it out to a three-pointer.
Richmond got it, gets it over there to Stahl. Out there to Strauss. Strauss been called for two travels already. He'll try from the corner, and it's no good there. West Clermont able to get the rebound, coming back in there, fouled, and the and one for Carson Duke, the leading scorer for that West Clermont offense.
Yeah, expect a lot of Carson Duke tonight. Ashton Washburn, East's best defender, probably going to be guarding him a lot. You got to think, Carson Duke already averages a ton of points per game. Think maybe he feels a little bit taller, how special of a player he could be. Still, though, at his height, dominates these games. He's really been the leader for West Clermont with the absence of Rayshon Hubbard.
His free throw is good. Carson Duke, yeah, really has stepped up in the absence of Rayshon Hubbard, but Rayshon Hubbard was a 6'4" guard. He's a big guy. It's definitely a big thing to miss, but they've had all season to kind of adjust for it. Pass a little late, no problem for P.J. McFarland there. 19-8 now the score. West Clermont playing catch-up here early on. They've got to go on some kind of run here to get this game back close.
Yeah, this is where East.
And the three ball there, good from Nate Stahl, right as I say that, but.
This is where East is at their best, is when they get up early and they can just control the game how they want to. Gets a little dicey when it's close late.
Yeah, like we saw against Fairfield. You don't want to let it come down to free throws or something like that out of your control at the end. You want to be heavily in control the whole time. Trey Perry there was fouled on the floor, too much contact. Seeing West Clermont out there, you got to think first game of the playoffs, maybe a chance for them to turn it around after losing 10 in a row. They're going to be playing with some fight out there. East cannot let them get caught off guard. Bowman over to Akindelli. Akindelli working it inside, and he gets it there. Strong finish there by Akindelli. 10-point game once again.
I just think East is going to be able to do that a lot tonight, just driving to the basket, getting their easy layup.
A little too much contact there from Akindelli on that steal attempt. He'll sub out. In comes Brody Hayes, the other freshman we see a lot of on this team. And that one, miscommunication. Gage May able to jump back on it. And a travel there called. Good work by Trey Perry to force that one. It's another turnover here early in the second quarter. West Clermont got to be careful. You can't give away any more free opportunities. They're already losing control in this one.
Yeah, East is going to be able to just keep piling it on. West Clermont got to go on a little bit of run here to make it interesting.
Here's East now with the free opportunity after the turnover. Perry, top of the key, beautiful move there, steps back, able to get it back out. McFarland in the corner, working it inside. East just passing it around right now. It's what they do best, keep away. As Bowman takes it inside there. Good work by McFarland to swat that one back into his possession.
Yeah, East is just playing more physical right now than West Clermont. With rebounds and defense, they're just getting all over West Clermont right now.
And it's hard to have that momentum when you're West Clermont. When you lose 10 in a row, you come into a game against a hungry East team that's obviously going to be fighting for every win here in this playoff tournament. You got to come out firing, and there's the foul in the and one for Trey Perry. East playing with some physicality right now, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is Trey Perry's last dance as a Thunderhawk, his last playoff run. Any of these games could be his last, so he's going to lay it all on the line.
Perry, a good 79% from the line. He's no good there on the and one attempt. Gage May will take it up. Driving inside, goes up, and he gets the layup. Strong finish from Gage May.
Impressive drive there, just playing taller.
Beautiful screen from McFarland, and Perry gets it to roll in. Couldn't have drawn that one up any better. And West Clermont will take a timeout. What a move there by the East offense.
Man, Trey Perry, he's that wide open. He's not gonna miss that one, even though it did look like it could. Very surprised to see it just stop on the backstop there and roll right in. But East is just staying one step ahead of West Clermont all the time. Even when West Clermont gets a score, they think they could take momentum. Trey Perry just right there to knock down a three.
13-point game already. 4 minutes 30 left in this first half. Richmond, a lot of pressure on him by Brody Hayes. East has not let off, but this time for real, West Clermont will take a timeout. We'll step away for just a second. Stick with us. 4:21 left in the first half. We welcome you back after the break. 13-point game. East up early. West Clermont not really had any answers. This East offense has been playing keep away and getting those open shots. And it seems like they're getting in West Clermont's head here early, which is something that's always good to do early on in high school basketball. Rattle your opponent before it even gets to halftime. They've done that so far.
Just can't let off the gas.
Tenhunfeld goes up from mid-range, no good. Trying to get it over Brody Hayes. Strong defense there on the inside. Perry taking it up. Another beautiful screen from McFarland and another green three attempt there from Trey Perry. They can't stop that right now. Richmond got Washburn on him already before he can even pass that half-court line. Ashton Washburn, the strongest defender on that East team. All over Richmond there. And it's stripped away. Beautiful defense there by Ashton Washburn. Here's Hayes in transition, puts it up, and it's good. Man, East is on a run right now. West Clermont's got to find something.
They're just not ready for this East team, and this defense is just playing too good right now. Everybody on the same page for East. They were ready for this one.
To the corner. Hayes on Madden, and he gets it away. Here's Perry in transition. That time, another beautiful layup, and I believe he's fouled at the end of it.
Surprising foul there.
Yeah, tagged it on there at the
very
end.
late, yeah.
Some subs coming in for East. Isaiah King, J.J. Smith, Eli Carpenter will sub in. McFarland looking at a chance to sub out. McFarland has played great tonight. A couple beautiful screens. He's really been boxing out that West Clermont defense.
Yeah, this offense is just playing too fast right now. They know the lanes they want to hit. They're passing beautifully. everybody's playing unselfish to a fault almost. I mean, I've counted at least 3 times. There's an easy layup or something, and they just kick it out for a 3, but it's working right now. Up 20 points before halftime.
Harry's and one, good as well. 21-point difference. Cannon Connor will dish it in for West Clermont. And West Clermont, no stranger to facing East in the first round of the playoffs. If you've been with us, we saw that girls team took care of business round 1. And obviously that football team for East took care of business as well. Right now it looks the same for basketball. Loose ball there. It's going to go East's way. Not sure what happened there. No one was able to corral it.
A great hustle shown there from Connor. Even though you're down by this much, just not letting it go. Maybe that put a little spark in your team, showing the hustle that you got. Maybe them get a little hustle too.
Here's Hayes. Some beautiful passing from East. We continue to see it here early on. Here's Carpenter to Isaiah King at the top of the key. No good. Fighting for the rebound. West Clermont able to come away with it. Stahl trying to work inside, puts it up, and it's good. Strong finish there by Nate Stahl. West Clermont going to need more than a 2-point run, though, if they want to come back. And this one stolen there, going up for it, and Carson Duke finishes it with some razzle-dazzle there, going up to the rim. Still down.
I did not know he could get that high.
Trying to build some momentum here is West Clermont. 1:36 left in the half. J.J. Smith from the corner, and it's good. 3-point shooting has not been an issue for East all day.
And they have been on fire from beyond the arc. Got to be tough to watch as a West Clermont fan.
Pass over the rim there, can't haul it in. East up by 20 once more, and that time, miscommunication, it'll sail out of bounds. A rare missed pass from Brady Bowman there.
Yeah, he's been a very good passer this season. He's really coming to his own towards the end. He's made a lot of flashy plays. That time, not flashy at all.
Taking it up here is Stahl. May over to Duke. Duke, the leading scorer, trying to fit it in the tight window there. Trey Perry able to get that one, no problem.
Just don't even know where that pass was even headed.
2 East defenders in the way of that one. 43 seconds left in the half. And East just taking their time here. They're going to be happy going into halftime with this 20-point lead. They haven't let West Clermont get comfortable at all. Here's Smith under the rim, no problem there. 24 seconds left now. Stahl working it up the court. May down the baseline, and Perry was able to swipe it out of there, and it's East ball.
Man, what great defense.
Everything going right for Lakota East right now with 13 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, it's just been dominance from the tip-off. Exactly what you wanted to see in a playoff game like this, letting Centerville know what's coming for them.
Yeah, that Centerville game going to be interesting, warranted. Nothing happens here, and East comes away with the win. I have to say, Centerville and East, 2 pretty evenly matched teams. They've played some similar competition. It'll be very interesting to see how they match up as Hayes goes up from the corner. No good on that one. And there's the buzzer for halftime. Your score going into the break, 39-17. East with a dominant lead. We'll step away for the break and see you back for the second half of this round 1 OHSAA playoff basketball game. welcome you back to Mason High School. Second half underway in just 20 seconds. It's 39-17 coming out of the break. East up by 22. They ended the half strong, not letting West Clermont get away with anything. And West Clermont's got to start something quick here if they want to have a chance at coming back. They're going to need a miracle.
Yeah, and this East team cannot come out flat and allow West Clermont to have any type of comeback. They need to just keep their foot on the gas and keep scoring and keep playing tough defense.
And there it is right there. Ashton Washburn in transition. Beautiful pass to Trey Perry. And what a start to the second half for Lakota East. What a play by Ashton Washburn.
And he's just done that all year, always knowing where the ball is going to go and making a play on defense. He's not going to light up the scoreboard, but he is the best defensive player on this East team.
Tenenfield gets it over to Mai. Gets it back inside, and he loses it there. Foul called on the floor. And East has just been the more physical team out there tonight. Seen a couple strong finishes from West Clermont, but other than that, East has been all over the glass, not giving them an inch.
Yeah, they just out-rebounded them. And this West Clermont team has some height. They got
There, beautiful travel there caused by some beautiful defense by East. And we've seen it a couple times tonight. They get in West Clermont's face, they hurry them up, and it leads to silly turnovers like that for West Clermont.
And this West Clermont team they're evenly matched in height. I mean, West Clermont has Cameron Strauss, who is 6'6". Just hasn't been too much of a factor. This East team has done a great job only going for layups when it's there. They've been taking their shots from beyond the arc whenever they can, and they knock another one down right there.
I think that one was barely inside from Akindelli, but yeah, like you mentioned, they've been pretty much perfect from beyond the arc aside a couple misses. And something that they struggled with throughout the season was missing those open opportunities. They're not letting that happen to them tonight, and it shows on that scoreboard. Little too much contact there from the East defense will send West Clermont to the line. There's Cameron Strauss, you mentioned, the 6'6" forward. East done a good job keeping him in check. PJ McFarland been on him tonight. Ashton Washburn helping out as well. Both those guys have got to play bigger than they really are out there, and they're doing it tonight.
Yeah, everybody on this East team has just been in sync. They know, apart from that one errant pass from Brady Bowman, every single pass, they know where they want to throw it. They find the guy that's open, and that guy can knock down the shot. Taking a lot of threes, a lot more threes than what we're used to, but they've knocked down nearly every single one.
Akindelli takes advantage of the beautiful pass there from Trey Perry.
And another thing is just this East team is so fast, and it's not like they're an average fast team. West Clermont is average fast to at West Clermont, they're average fast to almost. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
They are of average speed is what you're going for there.
I'm just trying to say that this East team is so quick, and they're exploiting being faster than West Clermont in this one.
Yeah, we're seeing that all over the glass. West Clermont just playing catch-up, especially in transition. As Perry goes in and one. Man, he has been perfect tonight.
It's also difficult when you're going up against a guy like Trey Perry.
Yeah, Trey Perry has been physical tonight. Tough loss against Fairfield. But, man, he's been great tonight. The N1 good there. Up now by 28. They are heavily in the lead here with 5:30 left to go in this third quarter. Apologies for our clock there.
Another foul on the floor on Cameron Strauss.
Apologies.
Right to Brody Hayes on the inbound.
There's Perry going up and another layup for him. Wish we had a stat sheet for him there. He's got to be up over 15 already tonight.
I mean, most definitely. I mean, he's just been the guy for East.
Too much contact coming back down there. I mean, this has been a game for East. East, a team that does usually put up some points, but 50 points this early on in the game. This has been really a showing of how fast this East offense really can be when they're playing to their full potential and against maybe a weaker West Clermont defense.
When this East team is playing with max confidence, that's what I notice. In the tougher games, they come in with confidence, but it feels like against these not lower tier teams, but teams that they're better matched up against, they just play with so much more confidence. They just play like they know they're going to win, they have a plan to win, and there's just nothing that the other team is going to be able to do to stop them. And it's not cockiness, it is full confidence right there. I mean, PJ McFarland's not going to go try and do that against Lakota West or Princeton, and they need to keep playing with that confidence against Centerville and the upcoming teams in the playoffs if they want to keep winning.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. You gotta come into every game knowing that you have the chance to win, and they've not done that a couple times this year. And it's led to them coming out flat right there. Perry from beyond the arc. East continues to be perfect this second half. Man, timeout going to be called. East is on a run right now. 35-point lead for East with 4:09 left to go in this third quarter. We welcome you back to Mason High School. 35-point lead for East. They're on a run right now. West Clermont has not had any answers at a halftime. I believe their only points coming from that free throw attempt from Cameron Strauss. Other than that, no points that they've been able to put up in this second half.
Yeah, just a polar opposite from their last game of the season against Sycamore, where they only put up 37 points in a win, holding Sycamore to just 23 points. So they wanted to come out strong, and they have, and they've really just capitalized off some big West Clermont mistakes.
And, man, Ashton Washburn has been all over that tonight, stealing it away. Couldn't get the layup, but Brody Hayes there, heads-up play, gets the bucket anyway. That is pretty much the story of the second half so far. East forcing turnovers, taking advantage of the fast break, and they've also sunk some big threes to just draw out this lead.
Yeah, the three ball has been important in this one for Lakota East. It's just every time they pull up. And West Clermont is just letting East get wide open most of the time on these shots. And East is not a team that's going to miss a lot of wide open shots.
Another tip there by East. In comes J.J. Smith and Eli Carpenter.
Just want to verify J.J. Smith is a freshman, not a sophomore.
Yeah, one of those freshmen out there that does get a decent amount of playing time and have really stepped up this season. That one on the floor there, too much contact on Nate Stahl.
Just shows you what kind of future that this East team can have with the freshman Brady Bowman, Brody Hayes, and J.J. Smith all going to be the guys for the next 4 years. They keep playing.
And at this point, we already have a running clock. East up by 37. You only need 35. Almost up by 40 here. With the way they're going, they could end this game up with a 50-point difference on that scoreboard.
I want to see us score 70 points in this one. I'm not sure if we've done that. Not sure if we've done that yet this year. Would love to see that. 70-point game. But honestly, I almost doubt it. I mean, it seems like in these situations, East always just kind of holds on to the basketball, drain out the clock, especially in running clock. Not really a team that likes to pour it on or get flashy or just keep going, just want to end the game. They did their job. They got the win. See if they keep scoring here.
And a travel called there on J.J. Smith. Rare mistake there for the East offense. We'll give West Clermont a chance to score. Trey Perry will sub out for the first time tonight.
Got to be happy with the way that this East team has played if you're Coach Atkins. I mean, playoff games like this, any team can catch you off guard. And if you're caught lacking in one of these games, it could easily be your last. East not been caught lacking at all in this one. They were ready from the jump.
No, West Clermont a couple times has been caught napping out there, getting some easy balls tipped away, traveling. I mean, East has taken advantage of a lot of opportunities.
It really has just seemed like East just wanted it more in this one, on top of all the physicals and the way they play in the schemes. East had an upper hand always, but that mentality of going in, knowing you have to win, wanting to win, and just playing harder than the other team, it was all on East side in this one.
This is going to be a big win for East to boost that momentum as they go against Centerville on Saturday at noon. We'll bring you that game live from Mason High School once again.
And that one is going to be a much tougher game. East not going to have as much of an easy time as they did in this one against Centerville.
3 ball from Bowman, no good off the front of the rim. East able to almost come away with the rebound there. Time runs out. Last second shot chucked up, it's no good. We still have another quarter of basketball. We hope you'll stick with us in this lopsided game. 57-24, your score going into the fourth quarter. We welcome you back, those that are still with us here late in this game. It's a big difference on the scoreboard. 33-point lead for Lakota East. They have not stepped off the gas. And now, with one more quarter left, we should see some deeper subs come out here, get a chance in this round one playoff game. Man, what a statement win for East. I know West Clermont is ranked way lower than them in the rankings, but still, a game that you can win by more than 30 to start a playoff run is always a good one. Smith pulls up from beyond the arc, and it's good. He's got 2 of those tonight. And that puts East up to 60 points on their tally.
Just so many wide open threes. It has been raining threes in this one for East. West Clermont just not playing good enough beyond the arc defensively.
And East is just all over this West Clermont offense, forcing way too many turnovers if you're a West Clermont fan. There they get some points finally. Here's Smith. Good pass there inside. East has had some great passing. They've all been on the same page. That one, moving screen called on Isaiah Smith. Or Isaiah King. In subs, DJ Samuels. He'll come in for Brody Hayes. Samuels stepped up in that Springfield game that came down to that last second bucket. He was able to fill in for PJ McFarland a little bit in that game. He'll get some minutes here late, the Winton Woods transfer. Here's Miller trying to hold on to it. Gets it back outside. Too much contact there. That one going to be called on Eli Carpenter, I believe.
And I got to say, I'm not quite sure if it's a coincidence that East has played West Clermont for playoffs in football and basketball, or if it might be purposely structured that way. But whether it was on purpose or coincidence, Lakota East has really just been West Clermont's kryptonite come playoff time. Got to be maybe a little bit of a rivalry brewing for these West Clermont and East supporters.
I mean, but for a rivalry, you know, it's got to be kind of heated, and it seems like East is taking care of business each time out there. You got to think West Clermont just dreads seeing East on that playoff schedule. West Clermont not won a playoff basketball game since 2018, I believe you said, and
yeah,
man, that's rough when you're in that ECC, one of those conferences with a lot of teams. It's hard to come out on top there, and West Clermont just hasn't had that success these last few years. Timeout going to be called here. 4:53 left on the clock. We'll step away for just a second. We welcome you back to the fourth quarter. 4:48 left. West Clermont down big. Three ball there. Good from Rayshawn Hubbard. Sorry, not Rayshawn Hubbard. Rayshawn Hubbard, their leading scorer, was suspended since game 2. That's another guy out there wearing 11. Our roster's not updated. Apologies for that. Some deeper bench players getting some playing time here. Gabe Gaither drives in there, a lot of contact, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. His first free throw attempts of the season. And man, it seems like even late in these games when East subs in those deeper bench players, they still have that chemistry. Everyone's still on the same page, and while they might not be lighting up the scoreboard as much, they are still a very high caliber team out there, even with their second and third string guys.
Yeah, well, they have a lot to look forward to in the future. We talk about the young guys very often. Losing Trey Perry next year will be unfortunate, but this team is not very senior heavy. It'll be an interesting couple of years. I think Lakota East could have some very special couple of years for basketball, and that's really what they've done for the better part of 15 years. Always in the top 5 for basketball in the GMC standings. I think they were, ranked 4th this year. And really, it seemed like they could easily be the #1 team with the way they played. They beat the #1 team in Princeton. So East will always have a very good basketball program and culture. And you can see some of the young guys getting playing time here that's going to hold up for these next years to come.
Yeah, and it's been very interesting to see as Gaither drives in there. He's fouled once again, but East coming into this year, only 2 guys with varsity experience. It was a big talking point for this team. Trey Perry and PJ McFarland, the only guys who had any playing time. And, man, everybody else has stepped up. We've seen the emergence of some of those freshmen. Akindelli coming in, obviously helping.
It was a major what if. Only 2 guys with varsity experience, Trey Perry being one of them, who's had varsity experience for 4 years, but you just didn't know what this team could be like. Was it going to be the Trey Perry show? And for most of the season, it seemed like it was. There's some games where Trey Perry just took over, but you can tell there is chemistry with every single player on this team. Everybody has fun. They know what they're doing out there. They make the correct passes. And when Trey Perry's been off, other guys have picked up the load and won games. It has been a very fun year for East basketball.
And man, this game has flown by with that running
really
clock.
has.
Only 2 minutes left. It's only 7:51. It's been less than an hour out here. And man, East has lit up the scoreboard exactly how they wanted to start their playoff run. Tipped away there. Carter Jones in transition. East barely loses it there. Clock ticks below 150. Man, East has just played with so much confidence tonight. West Clermont got a pretty young team out there as well. A lot of juniors starting, so they'll get another chance next season. But, man, a 10-game losing streak, not how you want to, or 11-game, including this one, is not how you want to end a season.
Yeah, not at all. But you got to think maybe next year they could do something good again. I mean, they have, like you said, a lot of juniors on this team. Next year could be really good for West Clermont.
Man, winning the rebounds right now. Chetnia goes up, and it's good. Oh, they'll call it a foul on the floor there against Enzo Chetnia. Jim unhappy with that one. Player that doesn't get too much playing time out there. Looking for his first points.
These East fans, they love Enzo. Knocked down a pretty tough shot. Surprised they called it a foul on him. The few East supporters still here letting the refs hear it.
Getting it inside, West Clermont with 35 seconds left. Samuels there for the rebound. Less than half a minute left to go in this game. Gaither looking to just dribble it out. Chetnia. Clock ticking to 5. And he'll give it to the ref there to end this game. What a start to Lakota East's playoff run here with these 2025 OHSAA playoffs. Thank you so much for watching. Your final score, 64-29. I'm Max Earl, with me is Beck Lucas. We'll see you again on Saturday at noon back here at Mason High School, where East will face off against Centerville for what should be a very fun matchup. Want to give a shout out to all of our athletic boosters, as well as our sponsors, Butler Tech, as well as Lakota East Spark. Want to give a shout out to Lakota East Broadcasting Club for making this stream possible. We'll see you again on Saturday for the next boys basketball playoff.